Hi, welcome. Here's another student-produced essay that I'd like to discuss. For the most part, my comments were about forceful writing. So let's go ahead and get started. Is apathy a problem in today's society? That was basically the topic. So the essay starts as, in American society, apathy has become a problem. Good start. Americans often lack the passion and entrepreneurship that the country was founded upon. Apathy isn't dangerous on its own, but often leads to a number of other problems like obesity and undiagnosed diseases. Let's see if we can make this sentence a little bit tighter and less ambiguous. Since apathy is the big topic, I'd like to start out with apathy, which is what the student started out with, and that's very good. But it is not apathy that is dangerous, but the problems it can lead to, such as health-related issues arising from lack of exercise. Obesity and undiagnosed diseases are such examples. I've basically taken the same idea and reworked the sentence. Other times, it leads to scandals and tarnished reputations. Examples of apathy causing problems in today's society are the roles of Monte and Joe Paterno in their respective national scandals. So great, I know what's coming. It leads me very nicely into the coming paragraphs. The next paragraph. Football coach star Monte was a candidate to win the Heisman Trophy. Prior to the season, it was announced that his longtime girlfriend had died of leukemia, garnering sympathy. I changed garnering to soliciting. However, it was recently revealed that the death was a hoax, a fabrication made by the friend of Teo. Although Teo had never met this girlfriend. I think this is a little ambiguous. Let me put a yellow highlighter here. Because right now I think the girlfriend's dead. And it's a long-time girlfriend. And it's saying this girlfriend. So I feel like the friend is ambiguous here. So although Teo had never met this girlfriend, shortly after news of her death, he had spoken with her and confirmed that she was alive. Yet he chose not to alert any of the media and played through the season while everyone still believed his girlfriend was dead. So too many girlfriends here and we don't know who is who. Let me see what we can do here. Maybe if we can just say, instead of, however, it was recently revealed, we could say it was later revealed, that the death was a hoax, this is good, a hoax, a fabrication made by a friend of Teo's. And I've said this before, the friend is a little ambiguous here. We don't really know. This part is a little confusing to me. And yet he chose to play through the season. And it is only now that the truth came out and that she wasn't dead. Again, she. So is this friend who actually spread the rumor, or is she the friend who died? There's a lot of ambiguity here. So let's read on. Now it is believed that Teo collaborated to create this hoax so he could garner, again I changed garner to solicit sympathy, and win the Heisman Trophy. As a result of Teo's apathy to disprove the initial reports, his reputation had been tarnished, which may affect his transition into the pros. So again, I think this whole piece could be worked out, written forcefully, and made it a little bit tighter. So a more concise, more forceful way of getting the message across would be, when the truth was revealed, Teo was labeled as one who had collaborated with his friend to create a fictitious death, all to solicit sympathy from the fans. Teo's inability to react and staying quiet tarnished his reputation. You've said your piece, and it's very clear and concise. Let's move on to the second paragraph. A more extreme example is the role of Joe Paterno in the Penn State sex scandal. You could say Joe Paterno in Penn State's sex scandal is another example. For years it was revealed. I'm not sure whether for years is important. Maybe it was revealed. It was revealed that Joe Paterno, the football coach at Penn State, knew about Jerry Sandusky molesting children and did very little to stop him. Very good sentence here. Paterno received much of the blame for not stopping or attempting to stop the crimes of Sandusky. As a result, he lost his job, was stripped of all titles and accolades. This is very good. And shortly later, succumbed to cancer. Nice, short, concise, bulleting all of the important points here. This is good. Paterno's general apathy allowed Sandusky to continue with his criminal behavior, perhaps. The conclusion. The conclusion has to be really good. So the conclusion reads, these examples of apathy were national news and are prime indicators of negative impacts that apathy has. All right, I would rather show not tell. If we are saying national news, I might want to just say San Francisco Chronicle or New York Times reported these numerous times. Something to that effect. Show not tell that it was a national news by mentioning the newspaper. I have a suggestion here to make this sentence or make the conclusion a little bit more forceful. So a simple act of doing the right thing, refraining from apathetic attitude, can cause havoc in society that goes beyond the obvious repercussions of simply being physically lethargic. And I brought that in because that's what was mentioned at the beginning here. We talked about obesity and diseases. Let me see if I can find it. Apathy isn't dangerous on its own, but often leads to a number of other problems like obesity and undiagnosed disease. And the paragraphs didn't mention that, so it was nice to bring that back in the conclusion here. This essay could have been improved with a lot of concise, forceful writing skills. Thanks for listening. I'll see you again.